2.9 million we needed.
Right.
And so we just said, right, it's time. And we ran around to family, friends, and investors, and we got the money.
Gotcha.
All the profit we'd made for the 3 years previous, we poured into it.
Right.
And we got the money. And we bought that for 2.9, and I think sold it 9 months later after doing a refurb and all the rest of it for 4.5, 4.6 million.
Yeah.
And we were off to the races. And so we then had an investment business and we had a management business. And come this February, I would have been going for 17 years.
Yeah.
And so during that period of time, it's really interesting because the investment business grew way bigger than our management business.
As you would expect, yeah.
And now today, our management business is vastly outstripping our investment business because we've really focused on that over the last 5 years. So I've had a really interesting career where I haven't done one thing.
Right.
And it's ebbed and flowed. And now with TSP, we still consider ourselves an investor asset manager. Mm-hmm. We still do some stuff off balance sheet. We also do a lot of sort of separate account mandates. And we're fully vertically integrated the way through. And we are now building what we hope to be a great national property company.
Yeah.
We're out there, we're acquiring other businesses. Like we're coming into our, we're just about to get our driver's license in February.
The overnight success has been 17 years in the making, right?
Absolutely.
That's one of the things I always find really fascinating, specifically in a day and age that we're in at the moment, which is like TikTok and Instagram and Dubai backdrops and Lamborghini, and private jet renting photographs and stuff like that. Talk me through the very start of that story where you spoke about leaving Goldman. You had a bit of money in your pocket and it didn't go the way you wanted it to go, hence the reason for the pivot. What was the timeline of that before the pivot happened and before you started making a little bit of traction?
I mean, in our first year, we turned over £86,000.
Right.
Which for two...
And you've just left Goldman.
Yeah. For two guys in their mid-20s, that's not a lot of money.
Did you had no kids, your partner did?
My partner was married.
Yeah.
But he didn't have kids. But even back then, by the time, and bear in mind that was the turnover.
Yeah.
We were reinvesting everything.
Yeah, and you live in London.
We were buying headed paper.
Yeah.
We were printing flyers. We were buying data.
You're barely registering for VAT.
We weren't registering for VAT back then. So it was really hard. Like, it's not glamorous, but when you start, like back in the day, and it's probably not dissimilar today, you have to solicit for business. So we would basically put together huge lists in Excel, and we'd find data wherever we could. Charities Commission website was quite useful, I remember. I think we paid for something called GuideStar.
Right.
And we had a sort of methodology between us for researching, and we'd put together these huge spreadsheets with thousands of lines. We'd work out numbers and all the rest of it. And we'd just hit the phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all morning.
Yeah.
Like there's a film called The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith where he's just hitting the phones. That's what we did. And you were coming up against gatekeepers. Typically, we'd be speaking to the office manager and we'd be chirping them like, can I come and get you guys a coffee? And we'd send out boxes of milk tray. And it's crazy when you think about it now. Nowadays, someone just drops into your DMs or something. There was a lot more work then.
There's a lot to be said, though, about that kind of that graft and that grind. There's a lot to be said about the fact that actually making 100 phone calls a day is really quite authentic. I don't know whether with AI,
most important life skill.
Do you still do it now? You still got that as a process within your business now? I know you're much more mature as a business.
I still remember my scripts because it was that ingrained.
Oh,
Hi, it's Zach Goodman. I'm calling from Third Sector Property. We're a nationwide specialist in charity property, and we want to help you save money on your lease.
I love it. I love it.
I still remember it now, 17 years later, because I said it that many times.
Yeah.
But through doing it, anyone that does cold calling, anyone, and if they catch you in a day and during the day and all the rest of it, always be polite to them.
Yeah.
Because those guys and girls have been through shit. They are building resilience. Their full-time job is to be rejected with the tiny glimmering hope that 1 out of every 100 calls is a winner and they can just book a meeting. They're not even billing it. They're
Yeah,
just
just
trying
booking a
to
meeting.
book a meeting. And I still get cold calls. In fact, I get more cold calls now because when you're the CEO of a
course.
management business,
Yeah.
you've
Yeah.
got a big supply chain, everyone wants to sell you something.
Yeah.
And I find it annoying when I get called in the middle of the day by someone, but I'll always be like, listen, I hear you, I know what you're doing, but
Yeah.
I promise you, like, I'm not the right person, this isn't the right time. And I always say this, I wish you the very best of luck on
Yeah.
your next call. I hope
Yeah.
it's the one.
Yeah.
Because I know what that's like.
It's brutal. It's brutal. We all start there. It's absolutely brutal. And it's like you say, I think with AI and with people dropping into DMs and stuff now, you can get a bit lazy when you can go to your sales team, right? Have you made a phone call? Will I pop them an email? Have you called them? Yeah, but I pop them an email. Phone them. Pick up the phone
So
and
it's, I
phone
mean,
them.
it's one of the things that's massively been lost after the pandemic is the ability for people to just pick up the phone. But in answer to your original question, like, am I still doing it? No, I'm not still cold calling. I don't think cold calling is as easy for what we do anymore. There's different methods. And I'm not on the tools in that way. But am I still selling every minute of every day, everywhere, to everyone? Yeah, 100%. And
Yeah.
one thing you learn as you grow through business and you build teams and what have you is you're internally selling and you're externally selling. And actually, the more senior you get, that internal sell really grows in importance.
Yeah.
You're selling a purpose, a mission, a vision. You're selling the idea of come work for me, come follow me. You'll do well here.
Yeah.
And with a company of people, you are the product of all of their gains.
How many staff is there now?
So we recently acquired a business
Great.
over Christmas, so we're approaching 50
Yeah.
now. So we're getting to
Yeah.
that point where it's becoming sort of a bigger.
To stand up like the bloody Jordan Belfort and at the front of the stage and say, this is where we're going, except without the illegal bit.
Yeah, that stuff doesn't fly as much. But actually, I'll tell you what, the motivating rallying call still flies. Like, I think more than ever, people want to feel sort of that visceral, like, I'm here for a reason, I'm doing something. Like, you know, that people want to be motivated more and more and stimulated and what have you. And why wouldn't you?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.